Visa looks pretty good from the watch list. YY is starting to break higher. Thanks, Pete, giving us a heads up that the trigger is alerting him to a trade on YY. We can see a trigger. All right, we have an event right here at 107.25, starting to push higher. Looking for an entry. Let me take a few shares of YY. Probably going to take about 50 shares to start. We'll scale into this one. We've been waiting for a trigger. We're finally getting it on YY. Moving a bit higher. Now we're looking for a flag. The first flag will be a stop for us. So right now this is setting up the trade of the day. The 5-minute chart, we look for price action to push above the opening range. We're starting the flag now. The low of the flag will be our stop. And we'll just wait for price action to tell us what to do next. A break above the top of this flag, the pole, 109.75. $108, $109 should do it. Okay, get above 109, 108.50, 108.50 should be, we should see some conviction buyers step in, as we can see right here. Bollinger Bands are expanding. This looks like a good trade. Okay, these wicks are showing us where the buyers are. That'll be our stop. If it takes out 108.75, that's a confirmation to the long side. We already got the trigger. Looking for follow through now. Let's go look at the daily again. Okay, we can see the daily is giving us a higher low and a lower high. If it takes out this pivot, let me save an image. I'll upload that to Stock Twits. There are some people that are following us that want an entry as well. We have a stop underneath these wicks. These 3 wicks on the daily is where buyers have stepped up the last 3 days, including today. Look for price action to trade above those levels. That's your stop. If we take out 108.75, that should be a conviction. That should be a confirmation level. 108.75 should be confirmation. If we can start to push a bit higher from here. Watching SPY, trading 266.45 blocks, 266.75. Quite a few blocks coming in as we go into the FOMC today at 2 p.m. Looking for blocks to stay above. Breaking out above 108.75, we can now start to move our stops higher underneath these wicks. SPY is trading 267.35. We have blocks below. A couple of million shares are trading 266.75, 266.75, building underneath price action. All right, we'll look to bring our stops up underneath these wicks as soon as we start to break higher. SPY showing continuation. MACD on YY is showing bulls are in control. Blocks keep coming in. 267, 267.40. We got blocks at 267.40. Quite a few blocks coming through on SPY. That's the high so far today. We need to get above that level. And we need to see YY follow through here. Pushing a bit higher. After that pullback, we're producing an ABCD pattern. ABCD pattern being produced. The daily will see these wicks underneath daily price action. Confirm our stops. SPY continues to push above, move above the blocks. We're producing a higher low and a lower high. We need to get above this level right here at 113. That wick on that red candle is where the last bag holders are. Look at MACD's turning. Bulls are in control. Bollinger Bands are tightening on the daily. We got a SAR buy signal overhead. If we trigger at 114, that should take us back up to 121, 122. The post earnings high. We're trading up above 110 now. Triggers going off. We could add to this position. We're looking to add in 25 share increments as we move higher. I'm trading common, not the options. Look for price action to stay inside of the Bollinger Bands. By design, 95% of price action stays within. So we know we got 95.95 up to 121.83 as our range. 95% of price action stays inside of the Bollinger Bands. All right, we're pressing higher, 110.10. I'm looking to add 25 share increments. RSI is rising. Looks good. We'll be taking lunch here shortly. It's 11:54. Typically, we see ABCD patterns. The B and C in our ABCD patterns typically happen during the noon hour. B and C typically form during the noon hour. All right, so we're already starting to see A in the pattern. All right, we got the low up to the high. That's A. B and C are higher lows. We're squeezing now. Looking for this to turn higher. Let me just save this. Looks like we could be headed for 113 pretty quick, at least 112. Target, if we can see these Bollinger Band. You can see Bollinger Bands are inside of the blue area. That's the Keltner channel. Once it moves outside of the blue area, the Bollinger Bands trigger the TTM squeeze. That'll give us a green light. We need to see upper and lower Bollinger Bands trigger and follow through. SPY is trading 267.52. We got blocks 267.40, 267.50. Blocks keep coming in, so SPY is trading near the highs. We've got the Fed speak at 2 p.m. So I'd look to be taking some of these trades off, take some profits into the highs here for SPY. If you have the calls that we were talking about, the 267 calls, take profits and portion of your position. YY is starting to take off now.